Hey everyone, this is Marcus from Jammin, and this is our March 2022 showcase. And yeah, this every month we meet up to just show and get feedback for what we've done, trying out new things. So everyone's sharing has about 5 minutes to show their work, and afterwards we get like about 3 minutes of feedback to just kind of go through and hear what the crowd have to say, and there's always room for improvement and what people feeling for. So we're gonna kick it off one time. Jesse, take it away.
All right, hey everybody, how y'all doing? Yeah. So basically, it's just some updates. So what I'm working on is updating the Legend of the Bell Remastered Edition. Let me see if I could share my screen here. All right. Okay, go live. All right. So basically what I did is I added some images. So I add some images. So this is the postcard here, right? Now, originally, if you are familiar with the Jam version, it said mail, but I changed it to postcard because that's the only free image I could find, and I just like, let's just go with it, right? Okay, let me check. And this is the written. So this is the written postcard. Now, to be honest, this is basically the text that you see here. But if you see in bracket, they kind of a bit of a passive-aggressive tone in it. Now, the postcard was designed to be a bit of a law to develop the law of the game. I'm not going to admit or deny as to who wrote it. That is up to you to find out if you play the game. But what I will say is, not to prevent spoilers, is that it is not the narrator that you will see in later in the game. Oh yeah, thank you. Yes. Oh god, how can I say it without delivering spoilers? Alright. So at the end of the game, if you ever play the remaster version, there will be the narrator, which is this current narrator, and there will be another narrator who is a female that is kind of, I don't want to say evil, but not something you should be associated with. That's not spoiling. That is not spoiling. That is not spoiling. Because I did not say who is it though. That's not spoiling. Trust me. All you know is that she. That's not spoiling. But I will say that, and I will say it is not her, but it's someone else. Trust me. Trust me on that. Right? So this is the postcard graphic here. I also changed the song. No, not this song. Not this. Oopsie. Not this song here. Not this song. Oh, this one. So yeah, so basically with that I use a it's not paranging, it's basically a public domain. It's a song. What's the name of the song again? Hold on, let me try if I find out. Oh, The Entertainer. Yes, Creative Commons. It's called The Entertainer. It is a very old song. Yes, a very old song of the 1910s, right? Yes, so every images that you create is used by Creative Commons. I use a website called Public Domain Vectors. Let me show you. So, Public Domain Vectors. This is the website that I use to download the vectors. Every vectors is in public domain, and what I do is I download the vectors, I edit it in Inkscape for my use, and I therefore adapt it accordingly. Right? And the sounds are in YouTube and Free Sound. Yeah. Okay. So that basically it. And also the door level is, there is a bug when you reach the door that is also fixed. And yeah, that's basically it. So any questions? Thank you. So any questions? No questions? Okay. Yes. So yes, I spent a lot of time polishing the game. Oh, and also another thing I'm working on, just because we have a few minutes left, I'm working on releasing a trailer, and it's probably going to be the best trailer ever. Y'all will probably get a laugh of it. So, yeah. How much time? It took me from since the last one, this will go towards 3 weeks. So it took me about 3 weeks for polishing. But it's almost close to the gun. Oh yes, yes. So it almost took me 3 weeks, and I'm expecting to release it by the end of March. I am working on a trailer to release it for March. Alright, so that's it for me, and thank you very much for listening, and hopefully next month I will have the full game being released along with other projects. Take care.
No, that was really cool. Like, I mean, man, I might hire you to make postcards. That was actually really good. Yeah, I think just for the that postcard was really good. I have them as like, damn, that look really good, man. And your penmanship is pretty good, though. That font is on point. But yeah, I think just for the order, I guess it was me next, then Jamil, and deeraghoo after. Could work with that. And yeah, my one is pretty quick and just kind of fun, and it's just I actually have not been coding for quite some time. So what I've been doing recently is doing a lot of voxel art, actually. I'm not sure if you guys can see the little movies, but yeah, I like this voxel art thing. Is just generally getting into 3D. I've been doing some like 3D Godot stuff, just going through tutorials and everything. And voxel art is just like really easy and cute and fun. I had lots of fun getting a Nintendo Switch up and running too. That was actually kind of a bit harder. Oh, you can't see the MP4s? Ah, damn. Let's stop that. And let's try this again. Sweet. Back. Sorry about that. Good call, good call. How about now? Okay, yeah. So yeah, same with the voxel art, especially. Like, this has just been like super fun. Yeah, I think you guys are seeing it now, but like, yeah, like I'm not really an artist. I like trees, and the kind of less straight block ones are kind of interesting to do. But like, just starting with very simple things and just getting to grips with the idea of renderers and having light and these kind of things like that, it's just like really cool. So I think between Magic of Voxel and I've been doing some Blender, I'm really enjoying like 3D modeling. I'm just kind of excited to put these stuff in Godot, but that, given my time, won't be anytime soon. But yeah, just lots of little 3D models I'll be doing and spending my time with. Honestly, Magic of Voxel is so fun. I highly encourage every one of you to do it. And it's like, yeah, it looks so pretty. And that's pretty much it for me, actually. So, yeah. Oh yeah, he does look just like me because he is me. That's the power of your own 3D modeling software. It's just fun. It's just fun. Yeah, the tree was actually like, that was a bit like I had to watch the image I was based it off a lot because like it took me a while to get the depth kind of right, but yeah, I made that tree. I did base it off like other images and stuff to kind of help me along, but that probably the more complex one. Like the switch was pretty fun and I like playing my switch, so that was cool, but the tree was I think harder for me. Yeah, I think. Oh, so yeah, yeah. That was actually interesting. The less like straightforward shapes, but I just like how the limitations of using these cubes and getting that up and running is pretty cool. Um, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just put cubes on it just, but it's like I think anyone can kind of get up with it quickly. Like it's super fun. I encourage everyone to try it out. Magical Voxel doesn't animate, so what it does is like it gives you like the modeling side of it, and you can choose the colors and the palettes, and you have this kind of rendering section as well. So like the backgrounds and like the switch actually emitting light and having a shadow controlling where the sun is. That's what Magical Voxel does. So to get an animation, what you would do, I think, is that you'll export it to like .obj or whatever format, and import that into Blender and kind of rig it in Blender and get the animations going there. So and that's why like I'm actually spending time on Blender as well. Not because I just want to be like this super 3D thing, but I want that pipeline of Magical Voxel to Blender to a game when I need animations. I mean, like the first things I'll do is probably not super animated, but like yeah, it'll be like simple stuff. But yeah, yeah. So no animations in Magical Voxel as well, but with Blender, it's pretty like that seems to be the flow people use, and of course this is like free as well. So free software for the win. Cool. And I think that's it for me. Jamil, will you take us away to another place, a happy place, a better place?
Yep. Hello everyone, good night. So last time you remember the 3-hour game where I made a game in 3 hours. So right before this right before this show and tell, I decided to go back in and make some additions to it. First, the only main thing is the dreaded difficulty. Because I already have a reputation amongst the community for making incredibly difficult things. But let me just say, this is toned back compared to other games. So first of all, score. Basically how long you keep going for. And if I come back down, you'll see the barrier. Give it a second. Yeah, so, okay. Okay. So this barrier will gradually get speed. And we'll see that once you hit 10 seconds, you'll see a slight speed increase. 15. So basically the barrier will start to go faster and faster until the point where you might not be able to outrun it. But the car's pretty fast for the early game, so you will be able to get away from it far enough before it might catch up to you, but eventually it will be faster than you. And that is pretty much it. Now the only thing is, I wanted to add a difficulty slider to it to basically change how fast the barrier will come up. But that is pretty much it. Any questions?
Yeah, I have some questions. The map, did you halt the map generation for this one? Because I noticed that the majority of the map it tends to move in an upward direction. It goes left and right a bit, but mostly upward. Before I think sometimes it used to go up, down, left, right. But I see that there will be a problem with the slider there because if the map is moving continuously in a left to right direction, then the slider will have to turn left to right to give you pressure in that direction, but it's just constantly going up. So would you say that's one of the limitations you had with this current slider here?
I think that is one of the limitations I have. It's hard to make the map generate in a way that it won't be able to overlap, because by the time it overlaps, that will be a problem, because you might end up running into a wall and you would have nowhere to go. But maybe I will return to this and recreate the map generation
Yeah,
in
because
such a way.
because if it's continuous, what if sometime it goes around and creates a loop itself and then gets stuck in the loop? So maybe you could look into when you reach a certain distance, that part of the map will go away, so that you can have an explore there.
Yeah.
Like yeah, since you have the slider now, people well they would not be able to go back to that previous part in the first place, so they wouldn't notice it's gone and just pass the same area again.
Well, in this game, you'll constantly have to be moving, so I don't think people would have the time to go back to those parts of the map.
Yeah, I agree. I see Marcus has some questions in the chat.
What's up?
I see Marcus has some questions in the chat.
Yeah, couldn't make a casual driving game with you. Well, I don't think anybody would have the incentive to actually drive if there was something that they have to drive from. Yes, I'm folk. I think you might end up with a couple of broken iPhones by that time.
So sorry to interject. I try and think about like the fact that the the bar will always overtake you. Is like, is it like you have to die, or is it like kind of the bar just be so close to that you can't afford to make a mistake, and you have to keep that skill like at 100%, as opposed to like the bar is going to increase at a speed where no human being could keep up, kind of thing.
I think no, you will have to. Basically, you just have to survive for as long as you could. It's not like it will reach a speed up to you where you can't afford to make a mistake. Maybe I'll implement that, but for now, you just have to survive for as long as possible.
Nice.
Any collectible, but yeah, might be able to influence the score a bit with that. Or maybe I could implement fuel in a sense that you'll like hill climb racing. You have to collect fuel to keep going. If this not let's just say the cars from 3022, where cars don't have tires anymore, they just hover. So that's pretty much it for me. Any questions? Yeah, any questions?
I think that was good. That was pretty cool, and talk about quick turnaround times as well. That was awesome. That was actually pretty cool, Jamil. Thanks a lot for sharing.
Yeah. Wait, does he just see you typing?
I was like, Jesse, you might as well say it.
Yeah, you might so you might can see it. Remember, we had the bell sound. You... Oh.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so we have up next is deeraghoo. And yeah, don't worry about it. It's a safe space for whatever you're sharing. So, show us what you got, deeraghoo. We're excited to see.
Hello, you all hearing me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Loud and
Okay,
clear.
this is the first time I'm doing this now, so kind of lost with all these things here. To share the screen, I just need to click the share screen button here, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that I figure out.
Okay.
All right. What I want to talk about is, well, recently I did the Bracky's Game Jam, right? And I just wanted to share my process a little bit because before that I joined my first Game Jam, and it was a total mess because the scope of the game I was trying to make was a little too big. So then I researched on how I should go about doing a Game Jam, and this time it was a lot more successful, right? Trying to get this.
Okay. I was like, yeah. He's like, just making sure you're sharing that stuff.
Okay, how to get this just now? Screen share. Okay. One set of thing. What I have to do here? Go live.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You see any screen? Anything happening?
Yeah, we studied Discord application.
Mm-hmm.
I need to.
I don't know what is happening.
But if you want to share the entire screen, you could.
Yeah.
Screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screen and then go live.
Yeah, so like go and share your screen, then click on the screen style, and that might be like, yeah, that might work out.
Yeah, and then go live. Should be good.
Mhm.
Cool. Okay. You seen it now?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. Cool. All right. So, you see any screen?
Yep.
All right.
Wait,
so
wait, it's just Discord. Yeah.
it's just Discord.
Yeah.
Wait.
So you have to share
Right.
the screen instead of an application.
Mhm.
I need to have an application.
No.
No.
Yeah, so like,
Oh, boy.
if you close that on the right,
So okay. So
Yeah.
Screens.
oh.
Yeah, click.
So when I click
No.
screen, I
Yeah.
need to choose
Change windows.
change windows.
change windows.
Yeah.
Right.
And then go screens. Next to application.
Screens.
Right.
Okay. Screens.
Yeah.
Click that.
Okay.
And now go live.
Now go live. So now you see the whole screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just give it.
Alright, cool. Sorry about that. This is my first time doing something like this.
Oh, no
No
worries.
pressure.
man.
Alright, so when I started doing the game jams, I was just trying to go into too big, right? And the last game jam I was trying to do a Metroidvania type thing. I had 2 weeks to do it, and I just put too much things into it, and I didn't play test enough, and then the streamer tried to play the game and crash. He got stuck in the very beginning of the game, and I had like 20 minutes per person, and 10 of the minutes was him trying to figure out how to start the game. So that was a total disaster. But with the Bracky's Game Jam, what I did was take things slow, go back down and watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to do game jams properly, and decided to make my games small scope, right? So what I did was, the theme was it is not real, right? So I do like brainstorming ideas. I keep the scope small. Then I play test. Try to do just one game mechanic. Play test again. Then after I got the game mechanic in properly, then I started to look for art and sound. But you know, when we're doing all these things, it's kind of overwhelming to get everything done in such a short space of time, right? So it was only 1 week, 7 days to get the game done, right? So the other thing was, especially in my last game, was feature creep, where you just keep trying to cram everything, a lot of features, without working all the bugs in one, and you keep going and going and going, and it just gets out of hand, right? So the first thing when I was brainstorming was I was looking at, it is not real, should I make it a literal sense, like meaning that the game mechanic, there will be things in the game that is not real, you know, like platforms, or like things, physical objects in the game that will not be real, and to define what is real and what is not real. Or if to do it like a story, you know, like something is not real within the story, something like Jesse, how he was when in his game, how he was doing a mix of both, like trying to tell a story between things that not real, and trying to tell a story like that. So I was trying to get what I end up doing is try to make a blend of both, right? So another thing I needed to do was keep the game small in terms of finishing the game, because the last game it took like 2 hours to finish, and nobody in a game jam have time to spend to play 2 hours of a game. Really, they had to be really into the game. You had to grab somebody's attention, and to do that in 7 days really hard. So I tried to make the game playable and finished within 5 to 10 minutes. So basically, if I could play through my entire game in 5 minutes, the way I look at it too is, somebody who never played the game would take about 3 or 4 times as much time to figure out what is happening in the game. Plus, things will be missing in the game, you know, so they'll take even a longer time to finish, right? So I try to keep my scope small, keep the game within a short space of time, and get everything sorted out like that, right? So the one key mechanic, I wanted to make a platforming game. So before I decided on the art, I just had like basic shapes, like a square running and jumping, get that done, and then I wanted to do a fetch quest system. So I got the player to pick up an item and bring it back to a spot and let something happen, right? So once I got that done, then I decided to figure out where I get in my art and stuff like that. So then there's like a lot of free sources. Like recently now, I really started to get into Itch, and there's a lot of content creators on Itch that give free stuff. Yeah, free sounds, free sound effects, free art, and everything like that to make games. So I mean, everything is like mostly placeholder. You wouldn't get anything original, but when you're starting off, like trying to make games, I think, you know, we don't really need to have all that great art or music or anything. The main thing is to like get your game finished, publish it, have people play it, and, you know, get feedback on it and see how you could improve, right? So, and one thing I really had to be careful of is feature creep, because I kind of get distracted by putting more and more things. So I had to cut a lot of things out to just work on things that I needed to get done, you know. And lastly was just the test. So I had everybody at home here playing my game, and I played it over and over, and every single thing I keep testing and testing and playing and making sure everything works smooth. Another thing was when I got my game up on itch, and we had that's not it one. Yeah. The people that played my game, I got a lot of feedback. I tried my best to play. My goal was to play 100 games, and I did actually get to play 104 games, I think. And it was a really big community. Everybody shared ideas. People telling me how my game was good. People telling me how I could improve, and everything like that. And in the end, what I did was I worked with all the ideas that they gave, and now I finally put the all my ideas together, and all the ideas that they gave and everything that are supposed to, like the ways I could improve the games. Like, I don't know if anybody, you all saw the trailer that I put up. Anybody?
Yep, I saw it.
Right. The game was really unfinished. It was like it had a lot of things wrong with it, and I really appreciate everybody who look who like there was a lot of things like the invisible walls were confusing people, and so what I ended up doing was, and the how do I call it, teleportation was really jarring. So what I did was I added things like a cutscene, like with the before when you click the start here, you would just drop in, but I added things like cutscenes instead, and the invisible walls. I tried to put things to make it look, like people you can't go there and stuff like that. So like you see, like I'll put this keep out sign. I had a lot of great feedback from everybody, and it was really a good experience, doing that. And I hope to learn a lot more. I mean, I am not a programmer by any. I have a little art background, but I just started learning coding, and it is something I really struggle with, but I get in the hang of it, and that is the hardest part for me right now, to try to get that. Well, basically everything else, because music, I can't make music at all, and I could do a little bit of the art and the coding. I'm trying my best with it, but it's a lot of fun, and I just keep working with it, and see how it goes. Anybody have any questions? Anything you could add to my struggle here? Like,
So everything should be good there. We have some stuff in the chat if they wanna stop sharing the screen and check the chat for
the chat.
yeah.
Wait, how is it that now? Wait.
You have to go back to our own server.
Back to the server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And join Delta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. You see, I really knew at this thing, I don't understand. Okay. I
Yeah.
really.
Your stuff you also stop sharing as well.
Sorry.
If you know to stop sharing as well.
I'm not hearing properly.
Oh, like
He said that you could, if you know how to stop sharing, but
Oh,
I don't
yes.
think that's really necessary.
Oh, just in case.
Well, yeah.
yeah, just in case you have
How to
private
stop
stuff.
sharing? Oh, stop. Just
Yeah.
click here and stop sharing.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, playtest. Yeah, this is one of the things I watch when I watch the Brackies tutorial on how to make your thing was playtest. So
Yeah, I think it was really cool the way you went about doing it. Everybody has a problem with feature creep, and then how he said he had some negative feedback at first, and what you did in order to deal with that. Like that, those were really smart ways you could deal with those things. So I would say kudos to you. And then you saying you programming for the first time and creating something looking so cool in Unity, and I don't know how to use Unity, so it's like wow, that's amazing stuff. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
thanks. You see, the first this is Unity is the first my first experience um with game dev, so I kind of partial to it because I know it have there are other game engines like Godot and they're easier to use. I tried using it, but I wanted more of a challenge to and Flipper, yeah. I wanted to use be more challenged in terms of learning to code and stuff like that. That's why I chose to
Uh,
do and I was
I,
kind when the reason why I started with Unity 2 is I watched this I don't know if you all know Thomas Brush.
yeah, the game dev designer,
He
especially.
make a
Yeah.
game called Prince. He always
Mm-hmm.
talking about this on Once Upon a Coma.
Uh,
He
share YouTube channel.
one night after I lost my job and I home and I saying I don't know what to do and I'm watching YouTube and I see this man talking about indie games and yeah, how you could start it up for free and 5 programs you could use and he used Unity. So that is how I got into the whole Unity thing and I was really hooked on it. I addicted. I really addicted to coding and trying to and making games. So
I just want to like say one thing I liked. It's like you played a lot of games in that community jam. And I was like, in a ways,
so
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I have so far.
No, yes, that was excellent. Sorry. Oh, what I was saying is like you played a lot of games in the community jam. Like, yeah, get real feedback and they give real feedback, and that was actually pretty cool. Like, it's good to be part of the community in that way. Respect,
Yeah.
respect.
It was I mean I could it was a really challenging experience too because when people giving you negative feedback it's kind of disheartening and but yeah I was trying to just focus on trying to turn the negative into a positive because I didn't want to get discouraged. People they're saying the controller not good and this the jump feeling like that, but most of the time most of the community was very positive and I learn a lot. I see a lot. I mean, I thought I placed 549th, but I was amazed really to be 549th come with the caliber of games that these people in the community were putting up. I mean, it was really amazing work. I mean, it had some work that was like mine's and work that was less, but they had really some really. It's amazing what you could do now in terms of making games in such a short time too.
Alright. Um,
Yeah.
that was really good. Thanks, man. Um,
Okay.
just
Yeah. No
for
problem.
anyone else, I think that was the end of it. Um, anyone else just want to have anything they want to share quickly, or I think we're good. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Um, I could give a little 2 minute thing. Well, it's more like a small talk. Web development and all those things has become so simple now with applications such a service such as Netlify. I was in a class where they were talking about data security and HTTPS, and Sir said, if you have a website called Talon.com, it will need to be encrypted. And I was like, Talon.com. So I messaged my mom. I said, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna buy a domain called Talon.com." And then within that time, I just Googled a really quick website template, dragged it into Netlify, published it under my domain, and encrypted it using Netlify. And I'll be honest, within 10 to 20 minutes of that class, I was like, "Hey, sir, look, I have a Talon.com website."
So it is cool. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad I drink it from, or I drink it from that fountain. That fountain is my career, so I'm glad you're enjoying it for now. Believe you me, it has hard times too, but it'll be good. It'll be worth it. Oh yeah, I have amsonaughton.com as well, because you know I need my ego and my brand to be there intact. Yeah. All right. I think that's it. Thanks everyone for coming again, sharing, asking questions, giving feedback, and seeing what's happening in the community. You know, we keep this up on the second to last Saturday of every month, and yeah, keep game deving and have fun with it. See you all next month.